The small map on the right gives you a little bit of an idea as to where this is. It's right smack dab in the heart of our nation's capital, with the U.S. Capitol building up to the north and west about 2 miles based on the location for that screen. Peter Ducey is on scene. Peter, what do you see? How close are you?
Bill, we're as close as the police will let us get here, and I got to tell you, it is a pretty frightening scene right now. We pulled up, my photographer and I. It took us about 5 minutes to get here from the hill, and as soon as I opened the car door to step out on the sidewalk, a man in full military fatigues with a long gun went sprinting down the sidewalk. We're on a civilian street near the Navy Yard, and as soon as we stepped out, we saw that man running past. He was going somewhere in a hurry, and he disappeared behind some police line. We've got a coordinated response with officers from D.C. Metro. We've seen armored personnel carriers. We've seen multiple ambulances, although at this point we're told one injury confirmed. And again, we're as close as they'll let us get to that right now. But it is pretty chaotic here. There is along, as far as we can see, along the road to the Navy Yard, there are at least, I would say, close to a dozen fire trucks. They've all got the lights on. Again, we're trying to move our car. There are horns honking, sirens blaring, and guys, officers are driving as fast as they can. And right now, as we move the car, there's a man in full fatigues with a helmet. He's running with a long gun, and it looks like he's got his finger pretty close to the trigger, Bill.
Peter,
he's a U.S. Marshal.
Yeah, the report we're getting is this started at 8:20 Eastern Time, which would have been about 50 minutes ago. Do you get a sense of how busy that area is on a Monday morning between 8 and 9 a.m.?
It's busy, Bill. We know that in the building where the shooting took place, there are 3,000 people right now that work there who are sheltering in place. But if this did start 50 minutes ago, which is what all the reports we have received are, they certainly do not have a full handle on the situation right now because, again, it is frantic right now. It is. Things are frantic. People are running full steam in many different directions. It's not a situation like you see in a lot of breaking news things where everyone is running in one direction. People are running all over the place, and right now in the distance, I'm looking at what appears to be some kind of an armored, I can't tell which agency it's with, but it is an all-black armored vehicle that's being escorted by probably a half a dozen police cars. And again, now it is in place near where the most action seems to be with fire trucks and ambulances and police cars. But this is something that you do not like to see, rush hour on a Monday morning, men in full fatigue with long guns running down a civilian street. And again, I've seen one running up the street one way and one running the other way. So whatever is happening right now, this is an active situation.
Understood. And Peter, we're looking at a parking lot in the near ground, and there are cars there, several of them, and there's a large red brick building in the background.
Right.
Is that your view too?
Yes, I'm standing in the back corner of that parking lot, and again, we're seeing it's almost like you would see with a presidential motorcade with a lot of men on motorcycles with the sirens going, except they are going fast. And they are trying to get us back as far away as they can. But as every minute, we're seeing multiple different agencies responding. They've all got the sirens on. Everybody that you can think of is here. And now, in the back corner, there are a lot of bystanders coming here, including some in military uniform, people who would work here at the Navy Yard. And they want to know what's going on, but whatever it is, this is tense. It is pretty chaotic right now, Bill.
Washington Post now reporting 3 to possibly 4 victims involved in this. I want to bring in Ed Ziegler, who is on the phone with us. He is Director of Public Affairs for the Navy Yard. Obviously, Ed, a very frightening and tense morning for all of you.
Yes, it has been.
Tell me a little bit about what you know, sir.
Well, this morning we received reports of shots fired in Building 197, as you reported. The Navy District Washington Police and the D.C. Metro Police responded. As you know, this is an ongoing developing situation.